I'm in your face. What's up, guys? Mark Dotsaman Diecast here, aka Mark McHotWheel. Just tuning in today to see how everybody's doing. You know, how were the holidays? Did you eat too much? I'm not going to ask if you found any Hot Wheels because we know you didn't. Major shortage out there for Hot Wheels, but you know, like I said before, you always got to look at the uptick, the positive. And appreciate what you have. Go through what you have. Think about look at some of the new cases that are going to be coming out. Figure out what you really need and what you really don't. You know, maybe downsize a little bit. Because lately I've been just not grabbing certain cars, ones that I usually would. You know, it's like I have to, like before I felt the need to grab, oh, that's new, I got to grab it. Well, do I really need it? Do I really need it for my collection? No. So, I just started to kind of, do I really want that car? You know, am I going to see myself appreciating that car 2 or 3 years down the road? And that's what I've been doing to figure out whether I need to buy that car, especially when it comes to even premiums. You know, because some people are completionists. They have the completionists. Sorry, it's still early for me. 10 a.m. waking up. I'm not going to work today. It's really icy, snowy out, so I'm just not taking a risk. So staying home. So bring you guys some media today while I'm relaxing, clean up the house, stuff like that. Anyways, back to collecting and the lack of Hot Wheels out there right now. So yeah, just figure out what you really want to collect, what you need to downsize on. For me, it's just I'm going to have to get rid of a lot of premiums and a lot of mainlines and just start focusing a little bit more on, Datsun 510s and getting some of the rare ones. So that's me. What are you guys going to do? Where does it end sometimes when you just collect and you have to have all the new stuff? So yeah, it's a little depressing right now because we all enjoy the hunt, right? Not all of us, but anybody that's like a true collector, that you enjoy going to Target, Walmart. Well, not necessarily Walmart, but Target, Fred Meyer. Walmart's just a zoo, so I don't enjoy going into Walmart by any means. I feel like I'm gonna get abducted by aliens. I just feel weird in there. But yeah, it's been rough lately, so this makes the hunt a little bit more intense. I mean, now is the time to check out those obscure places that people talk about, you know, like 7-Eleven, Michael's, Hobby Lobby, just all the smaller stores like Rite Aid, just places to where there might be some old stuff. But yeah, I have been seeing people pick up stuff that I think they normally wouldn't because they're so desperate. I've been watching these videos of just 2-3 old cars that no one liked, and people are buying them now. You know, it's like, oh yeah, let me get these. But don't do that. I mean, don't grab cars that you don't really, really want. Just don't grab them. You know, and I had a comment on YouTube today, and forgive me, I can't remember. You comment below if it was you. I can't remember the username. But yeah, they said they haven't been buying anything because they haven't seen anything they truly want, so they're not grabbing stuff on the shelf because they want the kids to be able to grab some stuff. Because there's like literally that little of Hot Wheels that people are just grabbing like whatever. And granted, it's the holidays too, so you guys got to keep that in mind. Just past Christmas a couple days ago. So parents and adults and stuff are just buying random Hot Wheels for their kids. They don't even know what their kids want, probably. They're like buying them monster trucks and main lines, what they can find. Zoom-ins, wheelie chairs, duck-ins, glow-in-the-dark ducks. So, yeah, it's just a rough time of year. We'll get through it. Focus on some other things. Maybe try customizing cars. But, I mean, there's definitely an elephant in the room when it comes to it. Everybody's got their own conclusion, but I wish that Mattel would speak out a little bit more and kind of explain why there's not. I've heard all kinds of different stories. They're changing the logo. They're stuck out on a barge. the few, the production had stopped during COVID, and now it's catching up. So there's a lot of different theories, but I don't know who to believe, really, honestly. So, yeah. So I'm just focusing more on putting out some more media, showing people what I have. I would encourage you guys to show people what kind of cars you have. Show off your collection a little bit. Don't just keep those cars tucked away for no one to see. Oh yeah, I have these really cool cars. They're in a bin in my storage unit. No, I just I encourage people to get some of their cool cars out, obscure cars, and share it with the world on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. I don't care. Reddit, whatever. Just share your collection with people. Maybe make take the time to make a cool little video showing off your Corvettes or your Camaros and kind of put them all together. Premiums, basics. Maybe crack open some cars and see what they're like outside of the card. For all you people that collect in and out of the card. So for me, I'm one of the people that collect in and out of the card. I don't take them all out. There's some cards I cannot do it. And even, I've cracked some IDs open. I think I've cracked a couple super treasure hunts open. I can't really, some RLC cars. I've done a couple of those. Those hurt. I took a couple Datsun ones out of the card that hurt me inside. But once I did it, I felt good. So yeah. So just find some things, just appreciate what you do have right now, because a lot of us have a lot of Hot Wheels. So, what you do have, maybe get rid of some cars, send them to somebody that'll appreciate them more, send somebody a random package that's not expecting anything, and don't expect anything in return. I've been enjoying doing that lately. It's been a lot of fun, connecting with people. So, there's a lot. We're all collectors, but right now with this shortage, we'll be okay. First world problems, remember that. First world problems. Not being able to have Hot Wheels or new stuff out. But there's still stuff out there. You can still modify cars. You can still go to thrift stores and find some older stuff. I've been enjoying doing that. I'm going to be heading down to the Oregon coast in the next month or so after I get married. We're going to go down to the Oregon coast for honeymoon for a few days. So I'll be checking out some antique stores, and I'll be doing some hunting down there because there's really not much collectors down south, like in the Lincoln City, Newport. There's not very many hunters as far as I can tell. I know I've got some subscribers that live down there. I think Michael. And so that'll be fun. But sometimes you got to travel way outside your area to find stuff. And there's going to be some older, obscure stuff. Or maybe they got a box of something, from this last year. Who knows? But don't get all bent out of shape about the shortage. It's fun to joke about, too. I just started that empty shelf challenge on YouTube for people to show their shelves. Because I do want it to be brought out into the open that there's a major shortage right now. There's something happening, and then I'm seeing, Hot Wheels just post these videos about these cars coming out, these ones that are already out. I'm like, dude, no one can find any cars. Why are you taunting us? Why are you teasing us? Just show us some cars that are actually out, or I don't know. It's just frustrating for sure. So, yeah, I just noticed that on Instagram, like Hot Wheels taunting us. Just like, oh yeah, look at this. Liberty Walk, GTR, all the stuff from last year. I have that stuff. Where's the new stuff? But like I said, it will come, hopefully, soon. But we just got to be patient. But yeah, just appreciate what you have. Try some new things, modify some cars, wheel swap cars. I encourage everyone to try that at least once. Wheel swapping a Hot Wheel. It's a lot of fun. I've got videos on it. On his diecast, has some really good instruction videos, tutorials. He's done those lately. axles, detailing the cars. That stuff is a lot of fun. If you're artistic at all, I think you guys really enjoy it. So I definitely encourage people to try that out, So maybe, go buy a track. I'm serious. Go buy a track and do some racing. That's fun. I love watching people compete against each other. King Nut, Liver Diecast, Super Bird, Speedway. He's up in Nova Scotia. He's doing races and stuff like that. That's a lot of fun to be a part of. And I've been a part of a couple of those, but I do need to send Brandon at Liver Diecast a car. I got a fast one for him. It's fast. I know it. I'm going to give some people a run for their monies. The monies. So, yeah, there's a lot of other things to focus on right now. So, yeah, next I want to talk about something else that I'm really passionate about. You guys know I am, and that I started. I had the pleasure of receiving an RLC Impala from Big A, Adrian at Big A's Diecast on YouTube. He's also on Instagram. Check him out, please. Great dude, big heart. Whenever I'm doing something charity-wise for the kids or whatever organization, mostly for kids, Big A's right behind me. He's like first in line to help, Not to say that there's not a lot of other people to help too, but he's all about it. So he purchased one of the blue RLC Impala, the one that has the hydraulics on it, and has the little mirror. So that is up for raffle right now on Hot Wheels for Hope. So check that out. If you donate $20 or more, you'll be entered in to have the chance to win that thing. And we're trying to raise $400 for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. And we're already at into day 2, we're at $115 out of $400. So thank you so much, everybody who's donated. I always donate myself for sure. I'm not going to put something together and not donate, but I do not participate to have the chance to win. I'm not interested in that. I do like that car is cool. It's not my cup of tea though, personally. Lowriders, not my deal. But yeah, it's a cool car though. The paint job, the hydraulics, the packaging is really nice. So please donate. Please help if you can. And like I always say, share if you don't have any money or you can't help out financially. Just share it. That really helps out. My buddy Luis shared it, and then his homie donated over $100 for my last one. That's really generous. That's really cool. But if you wouldn't have shared it, that would have never happened because he didn't know about it. So there's going to be new people that are going to figure out about this stuff. But I appreciate all you that help, that shout out, the drive. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. So it's a really cool thing. So that's going to be going for, I think, a month or so. I've got a custom heading from, I got at least one custom heading from Eddie at Simple Customs. It sent me I think it was a Dodge Daytona. Really cool custom. And I've got a couple more coming. Calpito Does Stuff is sending me a car. And yeah, so it's a really cool thing. I'm just really blessed to be a part of customizers getting together to help kids in need, people in need, taking their own time, which I've told you guys 1,000 times before. You cannot pay for someone's time. You can, whatever. You get paid by the hour at work, but for someone's free time that they have, time outside of work, for them to spend hours on something to help people in need is a really cool thing. It's really awesome to be a part of that. So I'll probably be doing one of my own customs for that soon. There's no rush. I have one from JDC, Jay's Diecast Creations. Welcome back. I've got one from him that that Silent Sue donated back so that I could raffle off again. So I've got to put that in the queue too. So I got a lot going on. But I try to do one at a time to keep people focused because it's tough to keep people focused sometimes. It's real tough. So So yeah, so we got some cool things going on Hot Wheels for Hope. I'm starting to find some other people that are doing the same kind of thing. My goal here, especially with Hot Wheels for Hope, is to inspire others to do the same. There's a lot of people out there that do the raffles for self-gain. And some people kind of have to, maybe to pay some bills or help supplement their income. I don't know. That's between you and God, basically. But a lot of people, if they're doing it for greed and they're buying an RLC car for whatever, $30, $45, and then selling it for $200 or $300, yeah, that's just not cool in my book. But regardless of what people are doing, whether they're doing that or not, I'd like to inspire people to do the same as what I'm doing and do it for charity. And even if they are doing their little side hustle thing or scalper thing or whatever, maybe contribute to charity as well and help out and do some charity raffles, 1 out of 5 or something like that. Because anything's better than nothing, right? So yeah, that's my job, is to inspire people to start doing the same type of thing and to focus less on themselves. And we're all guilty of that. It's not like I'm not out here thinking about myself, because we all think about ourselves, sometimes too much. But my main goal is to help others wherever I can and to become more selfless. And I see a lot of that in this community, which makes me strive to be better and do better. So I do appreciate that. Especially Eddie at Simple Customs sending me that car. It means a lot. He sent me some other cool customs for myself and Kimber. So I love customs. So especially ones that are like really, there's really a lot of time into them. I'm working on another polished Datsun 510 wagon BRE right now. Just stripped it. See if I can find the motivation to keep going with it. Polishing cars is no joke. I do enjoy it, but it's lengthy, and I do it's usually 8 or 9 steps to polishing a car. So, drill it. I do like, my favorite car that I like to use for polishing is the 50th anniversary, the blue Datsun wagon with the white stripe with the red little stripes on it, if you guys know what I'm talking about. That's my favorite one because they're still relatively cheap to buy, and they have a metal base and cool wheels. The wheels are already like perfect. They're like one of my favorite wheels. So very good car to start out with, because just kind of less work that I have to do when I polish them, and then I'll just polish the heck out of them, and then we'll put some BRE decals, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, I have at least one of those to give away to someone. Not going to say who. I'm not gonna spoil that. But and then I'll probably do one for like a charity raffle one of these days. So I've got 2 stripped right now. So I just bought 4 of them on Mercari for like $13. A killer deal. This person stole the wheels off from, but I don't care. I've got plenty of wheels. So yeah, I want them because they have metal bases. I don't mess around with plastic bases, really. I don't really like them. I know there's a lot of people that do, that don't care, but I just find the metal ones, like, they're sturdy. They're not going to, like, break. They're not flimsy. The car is weighty, is one of my words I like to use. Super weighty. So I usually just mess around with metal bases or do base swaps when I can. And another thing, I hope you guys get the opportunity to check out I am now using StreamYard on YouTube for like video podcasts. And I just did an interview, or pretty much just messing around with Nas and Honest Diecast. And that's a funny one to watch. It's chaotic for sure. And I just did one yesterday on what's coming out for the BRE, or not for BRE, but for the Datsun 510 in 2022. So that one's cool. Let me know what your thoughts are on it. Spend some time looking some information up. it's time consuming, guys. So give props to the people that you like that make good content. Not saying that my content's good. I like it. I like to go back and watch my own stuff sometimes, especially to remind myself of what I have or information, because it's nice just to go back to your stuff sometimes. But appreciate the people that you subscribe to, that you learn stuff from, because it's time consuming to make that stuff. I spent a few hours yesterday on that, looking up what's coming out, when it's coming out, how much it costs, where to buy it, that kind of stuff. So just so I can show you guys, and I'm glad that some people piped in and said, like, hey, I didn't even know that car existed, or that car is coming out. I'm like, oh, I'm glad I can help you find something, and there's some cool Datsuns that are coming out. We've got some new Cato House wagons coming out, Mini GT. There's a blue one and a green one, and the blue one blows my mind. I have to pre-order that. It's I think those ones are pre-ordering for the springtime. And there's Tarmac Works. There's 2 of them coming out for Tarmac Works. There's a red wagon with a BMX bike on top. That's really cool. Those are about $15 or so. And then they have a BRE one that's coming out. It's about $24. And I think those both are coming out in the springtime as well. So, yeah, so check out my video. You can find it in my podcast sections on YouTube. I'm going to start doing more of those video podcasts and dial that in. And I've got it in 720p right now, but I'd like to upgrade once I get. It's not cheap, but I'd like to upgrade to get 1080 so I can get you guys a little bit better video quality. But for now, I already had somebody complaining about the video quality, but I'm sorry, I don't have $50 a month to pay for StreamYard for that, for 1080p. So yeah, for now that's all you get. Mark, don't upgrade. $50 a month. You could build so many different cars with that, Mark. Eddie, Godfather. We love you, Eddie. So yeah, check out that video. Like I said, also check out the one with me, Nas, and Honest Diecast, because it's funny. I go back to it just to get some good laughs. My smile hurt, my cheeks hurt after that. I plan on having my dad on a podcast soon. Maybe even today. I don't know. But I'd like to get him on and just give his 2 cents on me and watching. My parents are super supportive. I'm blessed to have them in my life. They watch a lot of my videos, and they listen to some of my podcasts and everything, when they can. I'm surprised in how much they watch and listen to. It's really great to have people in your life that support you. And always cherish your family, because they're not always going to be around, but they love you, and even the people that you're not close with. I've got family that I'm not close with, but I still love them, even though they're not necessarily nice back to you. But just cherish the people that support you in general, and be a supporter of other people. Encourage people. I was just on a random channel. We're just going to talk about YouTube for a second. I was on a random channel today of a Datsun 510 guy, and he's got videos of his actual 510 that he's working on. And then there's 2 comments on his video, and they were both negative. One of them was skipping his video, it's boring, bye, or something like that. So I commented back. It's not like you're gonna get into some battle on it, but I just want to come back and say, hey, how is this helpful? Like, just don't say anything if you don't have anything nice to say. It's like the guy's spending time making this video. A lot of people that start out on YouTube are already self-conscious about what people are going to say, what people are going to think. So their first comment, that they make on their video is that it sucks. No, it's just not cool. So I encourage people to stand up for other people too. I know you think sometimes it's not your battle, but I had to comment anyways and say, hey man, this isn't helpful. And I don't care if anything comes of it. It just shows the guy that made the video that there's people out there that like the video and that will encourage him to keep posting videos. And then the other comment was, that's not how you do, that's completely wrong. And like, he didn't even, it's not true. What his video, it wasn't, what he was doing wasn't wrong. I know cars, and it's just like, I encourage you guys just to, before you type something out on the internet, for some people that are keyboard warriors out there, just really think about what you're saying and whether it's uplifting or whether it's tearing somebody down and causing them to not move forward. Because I think in life, whether it be, and I need to do this more sometimes too, I'm very encouraging on the internet a lot of the times. Most all the times I try to be. Sometimes in life, at work, stressful situations, with your family or friends, I'm not encouraging enough, but I'm working on that. And I think everyone should work on being more encouraging, more kind to each other. We live in a crazy world right now. So it really shows to be patient with people. You've got an elderly person in the grocery line. It's taking forever. You got the person in front of you or behind you going, just losing their mind. It's like, where do you got to be? Is there an emergency somewhere? That's going to be you someday. Hopefully you get to live that long. We're never promised tomorrow. But that's going to be you someday. You're going to be an elderly person, and you're going to want people to be patient and kind to you like you were to them, hopefully. So remember that. You better learn that. So, yeah. So, life lessons. We all need to, I need to practice what I preach sometimes too, and we don't always do that. But I try my hardest to do that. So, just me talking on these podcasts is kind of, for me, it's kind of therapy sometimes too, just to say things out loud. But yeah, keep your head up out there, guys, with the crazy world that we live in. Keep encouraging each other. Give those shout outs to the smaller channels. Don't cut people down. They don't deserve that. Even if they do deserve it, it's not your job to be the punisher. And there's plenty of other people out there that'll do that. But I don't really, to the people that I'm talking to right now, you guys are great. A lot of people that listen to this podcast are my subscribers on YouTube and some Instagram and stuff like that. So I'm really talking to people out there that'll find this later on in life. I don't know. Maybe this podcast will become bigger. But, for right now, I'm really enjoying having this podcast, having the diecast breakdown, which is heading your guys' way soon. That'll be a video podcast with the trio, me, Twice Diecast, and Chuck, a flying valiant. It's a valiant that flies so high in the sky. Flying valiant. No, I don't really have a jingle down for him yet. It's a work in progress. We'll circle back around to that. But yeah, there's some really cool interviews from people you guys all know. And then I've got basically my new video kind of podcast that I'm doing on YouTube. Trying to dial that in. It's expensive. I'm not gonna lie. It's expensive. I appreciate whenever somebody shoots a couple bucks my way on like Super Chat and stuff like that, because man, it's expensive to buy good equipment, good cameras, good. I got a new mic coming in the mail. Should be here Friday. Shure mic, and it's the same kind of mic that Joe Rogan uses on his podcast. I just want to buy something that I can keep for a long time and not keep buying cheaper stuff that's not going to last. So it's expensive to do this, so I encourage everybody, if you can shoot somebody some extra cash, people that you support like Nas, Honest Diecast, Chuck It Flying Valiant, whatever. If you're a big fan and you support them and you've learned a lot from their channel, or it's good entertainment, then shoot them a few bucks, because I'm not asking for that by any means. I appreciate it, is what I'm saying, because I know got people like Mark, Hot Wheels for Life. Big shout out to Mark. He sent me some really sweet cars that are very valuable, and he didn't care about the value of the cars. So it's very cool to have homies like that. And he just shot me like $10 in one of my live videos. And that really means a lot to me. That really helps out. You have all these crazy expenses with making your channel and making the content good for people. We're not making money on this, really. So I appreciate you, Mark. I appreciate a lot of people that have done that. I'm not trying to single anybody out, but I like it when I get customs. I like it when people shoot a couple bucks my way, because it helps. Every cent helps, and I try to give back equally or more. So appreciate you guys. So I'm probably gonna not go very long today with my podcast. I've got some other content to make for you guys. I hope you're all having an awesome day. Be safe out there. I hope you find something on the shelves. I know that there's a good chance you're not, but keep your head up. And keep checking out. Fred Meyer's had some stuff that's dropped. And if there's... I want everybody to write in the comments below of something that you want to do, diecast related, that you've been holding off doing. Whether it's making a video, making a custom car, looking for older cars, whatever it is that you've been holding off on, racing cars, whatever it is, detailing a car, just put a little paint there, whatever. Write it in the comments below what you've been holding off on, and I'm going to get after you to get up and do it. So, thank you so much, guys. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you in the next episode.